Is it even legal? It's a big question. Is it legal? We've got to start asking this question. Is what we are witnessing right now, this insane transfer window for Liverpool, they've mastered it, but is it legal? Because it's annoying how well they're playing this window. While most of us are still negotiating the basics, they're unveiling signings like clockwork, star names. It's sobering. We've been through that. But what I've just read, what I've just seen, is startling. In January, by the way, hit the like button and share this. In January 2025, Tottenham Hotspur bid £55 million plus 10 million for Marc Guehi, and this was rejected with 18 months left on his deal. Now, Mark Guehi is a phenomenal defender. Been England's best centre-back for a while. Amazing at Crystal Palace. And without a shadow of a doubt, he will be a phenomenal player for Liverpool. I don't doubt it at all. But a 65 to 70 million pound offer was turned down in January. Now, you fast forward. And, you've got to give credit where credit is due here. But you fast forward. And you don't expect in the summer of 2025 for a player of Mark Guehi's age, and, well, he's 24, he's not that old, turning 25 in a couple of weeks. But you don't expect the bids from any potential buyers to be as much or higher because there's 6 months left on his contract. He has 1 year remaining. But what I just read is that Mark Guehi, first and foremost, he has confirmed and informed Crystal Palace that he wants to leave the club and that he wants to join Liverpool. He's told Crystal Palace this. He has said to them, if you don't let me leave for a reasonable price, I will just run the contract down. I'm gone for no money. He may not have said it in the tone that I have, but essentially that's what he's done. Give me my move, take a bit of money, and we're on the way. And he must feel on cloud nine right now because he could have gone to Tottenham. And yes, they won the Europa League, but the dichotomy there and the difference between the two clubs is it's not even apples and oranges because they're both fruits. You're talking about an apple and a piece of moon dust. The difference between those two football clubs is ridiculous. I hate Liverpool. I'm a United fan. I despise everything on a sporting level about that football club. But I will never disrespect them by comparing them to a Tottenham. Would never do that. And when I read this, I just sit here and think, I can't stand how smooth their transfer dealings have been. Every move seems to strengthen them exactly where they need. And it's frustrating. It's infuriating. Irritating. Like a wasp at a picnic. But it is impressive. Liverpool are hoping to sign Marc Guehi, it says here, for a fee of around £30 million. Barely any water in here. I've got no tears left. 30 million. 25 million base less than was offered in January. 25. Plus the add-ons. You are talking about a £35 million saving. And this is only doable. This is only attainable because it's Edwards, because it's Hughes, and because it's Liverpool. Kwanzaa, they're going to get Mark Guehi for the same amount of money they sold Kwanzaa for. And they have a buyback clause in the Kwanzaa deal. We can all hate this. We can all, I said this a couple of videos ago, that we can all sit there and bring out the Klopp video. Ha ha ha, you spend like the rest of us now. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? It doesn't even make sense. It's like they've stolen the love of your life. We're heartbroken. And you're sitting there going, oh, you're going to have to deal now with her being late when we go out for dinner to those nice restaurants. No, you're going to have to deal with the fact you've got no one to go out with. The pain's on you. I am not laughing at Liverpool spending big in totality. I'm not laughing at Liverpool breaking spending records. I'm petrified. And I feel like every day, more and more and more and more gets added to this. So you can hate it, but you can't ignore it. If they manage to get him for around 30 million, they may have to put some add-ons into that. They may have to put some type of add-on in there. It might stretch to a 40. But even then, it's a bargain. There's talk they're going to get around 40 million for Harvey Elliott. There's talk that they're going to get around 70 million, which I don't do net spend because net spend isn't real in football. It's not how clubs have ever worked out their profit and loss on transfers. That's another conversation for another day. If you're new to watching my stuff, check out the Football Terrace. Just Google net spend Football Terrace. We've done hundreds of videos on this. And but even if you want to use it, if you use pure profit, whatever way around you want to look at it, there's talk they're going to get 70 million for Darwin Núñez. There's talk they could get 50 to 60 for Luis Diaz. You suddenly start putting all this money together. And I'm doing it here, 70 million plus 60 plus 30 for Kwanzaa plus 40 for Harvey Elliott. You're talking about 200 million. Now, everyone keeps saying, Terry, spent a lot of money. Yeah, they're going to raise what they're spending, their outgoings, they're going to raise the majority of it through sales. Yes, their wage bill will probably increase because of the profile of player leaving their wages compared to the new guys. For instance, Wirtz will come in and be on a lot more money than Harvey Elliott was. I think Guehi will come in and be on a lot more money than Kwanzaa was. If they sell Darwin Núñez and sign Isak will earn more money than Darwin Núñez. So the salary bill goes up. There's no doubt. So that's why net spend isn't real. Another conversation for another day. But they're raising huge money. And people think that this Isak talk is nonsense. It isn't. They get players cheaper than clubs ask for each and every single time. They're signing quality. They're doing brilliant business. Strategic, timely, and annoyingly effective. It makes me wonder what everybody else is missing. And I want to get your opinions on that. Because every time I see an update, I go, oh, Liverpool, please be good. Please have been rejected. Please have missed out on a player. Something go wrong, please. And I'm only talking on a sporting level, nothing personal. And it just goes from strength to strength to strength. Fuming. Listen, please leave your comments below. Please make sure you're subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already. Get the bell notification turned on as well. But I'll start as I finished. Is this even legal? Because I'm telling you now, they've already won the Premier League, in my opinion.